are added to the word quieter. Very good.
Right.
Morphs and allomorphs. If you remember in phonology, we have phones and allophones. We said phonology, if you remember chapter number 5, I think, phonology, or number 4. It's about, we have something called phone and allophone. What is a phone? We said that a phone is a phonetic unit that appears in square brackets, and allophones are the different forms of one phoneme that represent different versions of one phoneme. Here we have morphs and allomorphs, the same thing. Morphs are the actual forms used to realize morphemes. Again, the actual forms used to realize morphemes. The actual forms that are visible, you can see them, used to realize morphemes. So the actual forms that are used to realize morphemes are called morphs. For example, the form cats consists of how many morphs? Cat plus s, realizing a lexical morpheme and an inflectional morpheme. So here we have two morphemes, cat plus plural s. They have also two morphs, cat plus s, we call it. Okay. The form buses has also two morphs, bus plus es. So there are at least two different morphs. Here we have s and we have es.
Yeah.
So these two different morphs, they represent one morpheme used to realize the inflectional morpheme plural. So the plural morpheme can be realized as es orthographically. When you write it, sometimes you write es. In other words, we write only s. So it is realized. It has two realizations. So what do we call s and es? These are different forms, different morphs, but they refer to the same
Plural.
morpheme,
Yeah.
that is plural. So a morph is something that is, we can say, the actual forms that is used to realize a morpheme. So if, for example, when I say uh, uh, goes and talks, the third person singular number present tense added to the verb goes. You see, what do we add? Do we add s or as?
As.
As. But in the word talks, when I say talks, we add only s.
S.
These as and s, they refer to one morpheme. We call them plural morpheme. So how many morphemes do we have here? Plural. They represent one morpheme. That is called plural morpheme. But how many morphs do we have that represent a plural morpheme in these two words? We have two different morphs. Two different morphs.
Morphs.
The as and the s. So morphs are the actual forms used to realize morphemes. What about allomorphs? Allomorphs are all versions of one morpheme. You got it? For example, we have the plural morpheme. The word book has book plus s morphs. How many morphs does it contain? Book plus
Two.
s. Buses, how many morphs does it contain?
Two.
Two. Bus plus es. Sheep, how many morphs does it contain?
One.
One. That is only sheep. But if you go to the word books again, how many morphemes does it contain?
Two more. Two morphs.
Two morphemes. I'm talking about morphemes. How many morphemes does
Morphemes. Two morphemes.
book plus
Plural. S.
plural? Don't say s. You say plural. Plural morpheme. Okay. Buses. How many morphemes does it contain?
Bus and plural.
Bus.
Morpheme.
What about sheep?
One morpheme.
One morph. But when it is plural, it
One.
has two morphs. It has two morphemes. It has two morphemes, but one morph. One more. You see only in front of your eyes. How many morphs do you see? You see only one morph. The actual form, only one morph. But morphemes, if it is plural, it has two morphemes. Sheep plus
Plural.
plural. So we say, I have three sheep. I have three
Sheep.
sheep. So sheep here, how many morphs does it contain in this sentence? Only one morph, because the actual form only one is only one. We don't have two different forms to represent the morpheme here. But the morph or the morphemes here are two, sheep plus plural. What about the word, for example, men? I'll give you another example. Men.
Men, it's one morph, but it is two morphemes.
So the word men has only one morph. This one, do you see the word men now?
Yeah.
So it has one morph, but what are the two morphemes?
Men and the plural.
Not
morpheme.
men, man plus plural.
Man and plus plural.
Man plus plural. If I say, for example, the word, another word, let me give you another word. That is like woman. How many morphs does it contain?
One morph.
Morphemes.
Two morphemes.
What are they?
Woman and plural morpheme.
Women with an plus plural, huh?
Yeah.
Very good. So you know now the difference between morph and allomorph. So allomorphs are the different realizations of the same morpheme. Here in the previous words, if you go to the previous words, how many allomorphs do we have? We have S, we have ES, and in the third one we have zero, nothing. Huh? You got it?
Yeah, got it, doctor. But we have two morphemes in sheep.
In sheep we have two morphemes, but allomorphs, here we have one. I mean the
We have
plural.
one morph.
I'm talking about allomorphs. We said allomorphs are all versions of one morpheme. So we have one morpheme, plural, plural, plural in the three words. In books, we have plural morpheme. In buses, we have plural morpheme. In sheep, we have plural morpheme. How is it represented? It has three versions. It has three realizations, three alternatives. In number one, we have S. In number two, we have ES. In number three, do we have anything?
No.
No, it is zero. It is called what? Zero. So what do
Zero
we call these three realizations, three versions, three alternatives that refer to one morpheme? They all refer to the plural morpheme. We call them allomorphs. We call them
All
allomorphs.
morphs.
So the S, the ES, the zero morpheme here are called, they are all called allomorphs. They are allomorphs of the plural morpheme. Allomorphs of the plural morpheme.